We back, y'all. Damn, who saw that awkward stream last night where we got interrupted by a phone call? And then I forgot I never ended the stream. I was just kicking back here, just looking on my phone, listening to some music. It's probably a good 20, 30 minutes of me just chilling, y'all. Y'all had a rare view of the solo booty. So, whoever caught that, caught that. I don't think we're gonna be leaving that up on Twitch. But, yeah, we, in Assassin's Creed Mirage, continuing the journey. Y'all hear the news about GameStop, trying to acquire eBay, y'all? Some people saying it might become the Game Bay. Or the gay, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, that chest. Can always come back there, yo. Let's continue the storyline. I think we need to level up a little bit before we start trying to loot the whole desert. Still a novice out here, novice. Go off path a little bit. Got some traders, yo. I like the green robes. Medicinal clothing, yo. Herbal cloths. Excuse me. See all these Little huts were used in a lot of ancient times, all of the times, at the same time as brick architecture. So just because some natives were living in these, y'all, doesn't mean that some weren't living in these, y'all. Whether it's the Middle East, whether it's America. Tomb. What was that? Is that a mission? Glitch mob. Zubaydah bint Javar. It's a princess. Her charitable and pious foundations made her a well-loved figure in her time. Her memory lives on in 1001 Nights. It's a great book, y'all. Read it a couple times. If y'all haven't read it, definitely worth the read. She grew up in the Abbasid court of her grandfather, Caliph al-Mansur. Legend tells that she chose her name Little Butterball to describe how she was the best part of the family, just like butter is the best product of milk. After marrying her cousin Caliph Harun al-Rashid, she became a powerful political operator and generous patron in her own right. Her most famous endeavor was improvement of a pilgrimage route leading from Iraq to Mecca, later called the Darb al-Zubaydah, or Zubaydah's Trail. This was an important charitable project towards which she directed extensive resources. She built herself a large and lavishly furnished palace in Baghdad, in which she hosted her own intellectual debates, poetry, recitations, and theological discussions. The death of her husband, her son, succeeded him as caliph. Civil war soon erupted between Al-Amin, her son, and his half-brother Al-Ma'mun, which later gaining the upper hand and besieging Baghdad from August 812 to September 813. Zubaydah supported her son through the siege, moving away from the palace to remain with him in the Round City during the final stage of the fighting. In the end, Al-Amin was captured and executed. She was quickly exiled from Baghdad, but came back to the city after a few years. Upon her death in 831, she was buried in what is described as an unremarkable funerary moment. It became a frequently visited spot for pilgrims about to start the Hajj, and wishing to thank his most famous Abbasid queens for her charitable work. It's pretty fire, yo. Well, look at that photograph. Is that a real photograph? It's pretty cool. What does this say right here? Yummy. Alright, we gotta let Kai in. Mm-hmm.
Such familiar sights. Greetings once again, Baghdad. Show me what I have missed.
أنت أيها الوقح اللعين.
It'd be nice. Go.
من الأفضل أن تتمتع بالجوار.
Pardon my asking, but do you believe the stories about calm yourself about it. You go.
أنت كبير وأنا صغيرة.
שור שלי הוקע של איזה נחש בשבוע שעבר. הוא דרך על אחרן חולות?
أجل أنت. لست بحاجة إلى شيء جديد.
Oh,
Hey,
What?
not getting my purse. Steve, call the watch.
Citizens, please note that a musical competition will be held tomorrow evening and be open to the public. Artists featured will include the students of Arib al-Ma'muniyah. The Khalifa invites you to bathe in the talent of Baghdad's finest rising stars.
it's gonna be a music competition in
The
Baghdad.
Khalifa reminds you that while thieving is strictly forbidden in Baghdad, لا شيء مثل بعض التجارة لإطفاء.
Greetings.
Well met, sir.
What do you have?
Please, be my guest. Even more deadly. Nothing further.
I have to go.
Farewell, sir.
Alright, so we can upgrade our stuff when we get more supplies.
عجوزا ذهبت أيام مجده يا أصدقاء. Citizens of Baghdad, the rebels have met a new defeat. Rejoice in our Khalifa's swift reprisal against those who would deny his authority.
Why couldn't we be posted to the soup?
Might we play for you?
Protect the merchants for...
Damascus Gate.
Go, now.
The Abbasids came to power following a revolution in 747 to 750, during which family members descended from Prophet Muhammad's uncle Al-Abbas led Arab dissenters, largely composed of troops from the Iraqi and Khorassani regiments against the Umayyad Caliph in Damascus. A particular import was the military leader Abu Muslim, a general of either Iraqi or Persian descent, whose prowess on the battlefield eventually led to the toppling of the reigning dynasty. The Umayyad dynasty had been caliph since 661. As a result of the rapid expansion of the empire in the ensuing years, tensions arose between local peoples and Umayyad administrators. In the 740s, the Umayyad Empire was significantly challenged by North African peoples. A massive number of troops sent to these western lands in a failed attempt to reassert caliphal authority in the region aided the Abbasid revolution. Notables of the Eastern Empire, who were unhappy with the reigning dynasty, specifically their tax policies, indeed took advantage of the weakened Umayyad military position to attack its Syrian heartlands, the power base of the dynasty. With fewer troops available, the Umayyad center of Damascus soon fell to Abu Muslim's troops after the Battle of Zab, Iraq, in 750. After the victory, the newly installed Abbasid caliphs struggled with what to do with the dangerously popular hero of the revolution. Eventually, to secure his power, Caliph al-Mansur had the troublesome Abu Muslim assassinated. The Abbasid dynasty, however, continued to rely on its Persian power base, a fact reflected both in the move of the capital to a more eastern city, Baghdad, as well as in the choice of the top administrators of the empire. We learn in history, yo. Shout out to Baghdad.
I have idled long enough. Roshan and Foulad are surely awaiting me at the bureau.
Keep your distance. It may be boring here, but exciting posts tend to get you killed.
Lend me your eyes.
No. That wasn't what I was going for, but not a cat. No. Power up.
إنه يملي علي ما أفعله كما لو كان الأمير لديه
Blessed to be here, y'all. I hear the plants, the leaves, the waterfall. We believe we got the keys, the fountain of youth. It's in what we see, what we breathe, what we being. Checkered patterns, but they're diagonal. Repeating sketches. Y'all see the low-hanging fruits. Gather those on our way up and give them to the people. Y'all know we taking our time to see through the needles, the threads, the pillows, the blankets, the rugs, all in our heads, the patterns and shadows, so complex, y'all. Look at the details, textures, flowers, bugs, the environments. Here in the present. See what's behind that door.
So this is a Hidden One's bureau. I expected some sort of hovel.
Some bureaus are. Others can be fitted with gold trim. Wherever space we settle, all that's important is that our occupancy remains a secret.
We certainly have that here. Have you found anything helpful?
Nothing hinting at Ali's whereabouts. However, Noor was in contact with someone named Beshi. A name I recognize as one of Ali's closest allies within the Rebel Collective. He's a dock worker at the Upper Harbor. See if he's in the area. He may have something to tell us about Ali's disappearance.
I have found something. It seems Noor mapped out this very district. Marked the factories area to the north.
What is there?
rebel sympathizers. If Noor visited this area for any reason, it is worth following up on.
Understood.
These are not strong leads, but they are a start nonetheless. Fulav and I will see what more we can uncover.
Be careful.
Ali, even Muhammad. Banu Musa brothers, sons of an astronomy expert and highwaymen from eastern Iran, the Banu Musa brothers grew up at the caliphal court, skilled political operators, generous scientific patrons, and prolific inventors. They are a perfect example of the elite scholars living in 9th century Baghdad. The brothers' father, Musa ibn Shakir, befriended then Prince al-Mamun while he was governor of Khorasan. Through this connection, the sons of Musa, Muhammad, Ahmed, and al-Hassan were able to receive an elite education after the death of their father. Studying with the mathematicians and astronomers of the House of Wisdom, they acquired multiple scientific, technical, and linguistic skills. They participated in al-Khwarizmi's calculation of the circumference of the Earth, paid for manuscript buying trips to the Byzantine Empire, and published 20 books on various subjects. The most important was the Kitab al-Hiyal, book of ingenious devices that presented detailed and illustrated descriptions of 100 mechanical devices, such as automatic fountains and musical instruments, which applied simple concepts of pressure and water power to wonderful effect. Others were trick vessels, like this jar that separates wine from water. Their personal connection to the caliphs helped them secure important wealthy positions as architects and city planners, responsible for canal construction. Muhammad even participated in complex negotiations to choose a new caliph after the deaths of al-Mutawakkil and his son al-Muntasir. That's fire. We learning.
Is there anything more you can tell me about the Sharia district? Why would it be of interest to Noor?
The people there are in quiet support of the rebels. Common folk, workers, merchants. Come to think of it, Noor did make mention of a new contact. A merchant. It may be this merchant dwells in Ashara, among the dying leather factory workers.
I will keep an eye out for a stall.
Let's go, y'all. Climb the tower just to burn the fire. This is back where we were, yeah. No, we don't need to go back to that. Alright, yo, I think we're about to end the stream. We'll continue soon, maybe tonight. We're in the beautiful city of Baghdad, based in Baghdad. Alright, yo. Till next time.